In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to do accurate contour cutting using ultra marks. So that is, we print this artwork out and then we cut the contour cut line we create from our vinyl cutter. Now it doesn't matter whether we've got a laser pointer vinyl cutter or just a standard vinyl cutter, you can do it just as accurately using the blade itself. And I'll show you how that's done. First step is to draw a marquee over our artwork, come up and click on Create Cut Contour, and this window opens up. As you can see, it creates a contour cut line automatically for us. We can adjust the offset here, and that is the distance between the artwork and the contour cut line to whatever we like. If you want nice tight registration, then Ultramarks is definitely the way to go. So once we're happy with that, we click Accept, and we have our artwork ready now to send to the Contour Cut Wizard, which is up here. Click on this button here, and the Contour Cut Wizard loads up, and it gives us all these different options. The one we're interested in here is this Ultra Mark. So we check on this here, and you can see it has these additional marks for us. So we end up with 8 marks in this particular case. Now we can come down here and we can view the cut only part of the artwork, the print only part, or both, like so. Now what we may want to do in this particular artwork is print and cut quite a few of these items. So we'd go to tiled copies. I'll just show you what I'm talking about here. So right now we would set it up like this with this many copies, which gives us 15 of this particular case. And we may say this is a PDF. We can print it direct to our printer. We can print it via PDF file, which is ideal if you're using a RIP and a large format printer. Or we can save it to PDF if we're going to have someone else do it for us at another location or later on, or whatever you want to do. So once you've done that, you create the PDF file. So you can create the PDF file and it would come up something like this, as you can see, and you can see our print, and it's going to print out all our artwork with these marks, with our ultra marks, like so. So we go off and do that. Okay. The next stage is to cut the artwork. Before we do that, of course, we need to position our artwork into our vinyl cutter. So we click Cut and bring up the Align Cut File wizard, and however we've positioned this in our vinyl cutter, whether it's in this position or that position or like this, whichever way, we've got to make sure that what we see here with our preview matches the way it's in the vinyl cutter. And we need to position the laser pointer over this bottom right hand mark here. Now if you're using a laser offset or a laser vinyl cutter, you must check Use Offset. So that will allow for the offset that your particular laser cutter is using. And it's important that you make sure that your offset is actually being calibrated. There's a separate lesson there for laser offset, and I recommend you do that. Okay, so the next stage is we click Next. So we now need to position our laser pointer, if we're using a laser pointer, over this bottom right hand mark. If we're just using our blade and we're not using the laser pointer, we would turn that off and we'd position our blade over this bottom right hand corner. Once we've done that, we must press Origin on the cutter. So the cutter is set to 0, 0. Very important that you set your cutter to 0, 0 in this bottom right hand mark. Then we click Next, and we go to this mark, and the machine or your vinyl cutter will actually advance to this position. And then we need to use these arrow buttons here. By clicking on these, we actually position the laser pointer or the blade over the top of the crosshair of this mark. And we must do that for all these marks. So we click Next, and we follow it through, clicking Next on all these marks, on all 8 marks, like so. And when we get to the end, we can check the alignment here. If we check that and click Yes, what will happen is the vinyl cutter will go along and do a little cross over these marks, and if the cross is in the correct position, you know you've done the right job. Once you're happy with that, you click Cut Now, and that sends it off for immediate cutting, and that's exactly how you do it. You can recut it if you need to, or reprint it, and when you finish, you click Done. So that's how you do Ultramarks, and that's the end of this lesson. Thank you.